Okay guys, so I've used Mr. Insta on my Instagram account for like the past 4 months, and in this video I'm going to show you my results and show you a picture that I took of this my Instagram account before I started using Mr. Insta on the account. I think at that time I had right around about 33 followers on the account, and when I show you guys the picture where the account is at 33 followers, I'm then going to go on ahead and show you guys another picture where I'll show you guys how many followers the account is at right now as I'm making this video, so that you can see how many followers I've gained in this 4 months, and you can, from what you will see, decide for yourself on whether or not Mr. Insta Instagram growth software is something that you would want to use on your own Instagram account or not. I will also talk about the pros and the cons, which are the good sides and the bad sides that come with using Mr. Insta, so that you can weigh those ones out as well and use these pros and cons as a metric to actually make the final decision on whether or not Mr. Insta is something you would like to use for yourself. Yes, once you're done watching this video and you've learned the pros, the cons, and you've seen my Instagram account before I started using Mr. Insta, and you've also seen the Instagram account right now, that is 4 months after I started using Mr. Insta on the account, and you've also listened to every other thing I will tell you in this video, and you decide that Mr. Insta is something you want to go and use, what I recommend is you make sure you save yourself some money by using a coupon link. So you can see something on the screen here on the Mr. Insta website where you can get as high as a 40% off. That's almost half the money. You're going to be saving like half the money. So if you use a coupon link, you're going to save yourself some money. That is if and only if you're done watching this video and you decide that Mr. Insta is something you want to go and use. So if you're done watching and you decide, the link to Mr. Insta is going to be down below in the description. The coupon link that's going to help you check if you're going to be able to get the discount that I actually displayed on the screen right now. And yes, now that you know that, I will now go ahead and get this review started by talking about the pros, like I said earlier. And after talking about the pros and the cons, I will then show you guys the before and after pictures of where my Instagram account was at before I started using Mr. Insta and where it's at right now. But please, before I forget, make sure you leave me a like on this video, and not just that, go down below in the comments and ask me any questions at all that you might have at any point in this video, because as I'm making the video, you might have some questions. I might say some things that might confuse you. So if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to ask me down below in the comments. And please, once again, leave me a like on this video, as it actually motivates me to make more of this type of reviews about these companies out there. So leave me a like here, and yes, let's get into talking about the pros. So for the pros, the first thing that I'd like to mention here is something that I really liked while I was using the Mr. Insta Instagram growth software, is the fact that the followers you actually get are active. And I can tell you this because I'm someone that has used Mr. Insta to grow an Instagram account. I know what it looks like on the inside. I know the kind of engagement I get from these followers, and I know for sure, I can tell you for sure, that the followers you're going to get are active. They're going to engage with you, right? But you have to understand that when you go to the Mr. Insta website, it actually has two parts to it. It has the part where you get followers, that is the organic one. Then they have the other part of the site where you get to buy these followers. So you get to buy followers. Those ones are the bot fake followers. Those are for people who just want to get followers. But if you want to grow your business, which is the one that I used, you click on where it says get followers, and you're going to be able to get real organic followers. So the first thing that I actually mentioned here as a pro is the fact that the followers you get from Mr. Insta while using the organic method is actually real. They are active followers, and like I said, I'm a living witness of this. I've used it. I can tell you guys that it actually is real. So that is the first pro on my list here. And now that I've talked about that, the second thing that I really liked, and I feel like it's something a lot of people out there are gonna like about Mr. Insta, is that if you choose to use the bot part of the site, you're going to be able to get a lot of free likes and free followers. So if you're someone that likes to have a lot of likes on your Instagram pictures, you can just post a picture and use the free like thing to send yourself a bunch of likes. So it's something that is worth mentioning here as a pro, because a lot of your competitors out there don't do these things. And now that I've talked about this, the third thing that I must mention as a pro here is the fact that while I was using Mr. Insta, I didn't get into any Instagram jail or any Instagram ban or something like that. So if you're someone that is pretty much active with this type of Instagram growth softwares like me, I've actually tested a bunch of them, and I found out that 8 out of 10 times, a lot of them are going to get your Instagram account into Instagram jails, into Instagram bans, which is why I make sure I create a brand new account before I test any new Instagram growth software out there. So this one here called Mr. Insta, the good news is it doesn't get you into a ban. I've used it for 4 months now, and I didn't go into any ban. I didn't go into any jail. So it is safe to use. So now that I've mentioned that, the fourth and the final pro on my list here is the fact that the guys from Insta have very, very good customer support. And I can confidently say that because when I had some issues with billing due to the fact that I'm from a third world country, I actually reached out to customer support. They replied me fast and they helped me solve the problem. So it's something to mention here that they actually have good customer support, because there's a lot of companies out there that's going to get you stuck, they're going to get you into trouble, and they're not going to help you solve your problem. So it's something worth mentioning here. And now that I've mentioned these 4 things that I feel are things that I like, and I feel are things you might like about Mr. Insta, I'm now going to go ahead and talk about the cons, which are the bad sides of the whole thing. So for the cons, the first thing that I must mention here, something that I would consider a con that comes with using Mr. Insta, is the fact that they do not have a free trial. So they do not have a free trial, and that is something that I feel like they should improve on. But why they do not have these free trials is because people abuse the free trials. They create multiple accounts, and also that's why they don't have a free trial. But it's still something that's worth mentioning as a con, because it's something that if they had found a way to do, it would be better for everyone. So that's the first con on my list here. The second con here is the fact that their pricing is quite high when you compare them to most of their competitors out there. But that is not going to be much of an issue for anyone that is watching this video, because you can use the link that's going to be down below in the description to get yourself a coupon, like I showed you guys earlier in the beginning of the video. So that is con number 2. And now that I've mentioned that, the third con on my list here is the fact that the emails that you get from Mr. Insta most of the time will go into spam. So what I recommend you do to combat this is, when you receive the first email from them, go into your Gmail, go into your spam folder, find the email from Mr. Insta. When you click on the email, you're going to find out that there's going to be a place at the top where it's going to say mark not spam. So mark the email not spam, and all their emails are going to appear inside your inbox. And that is something that they have to improve on. I'm going to send them emails. You too, you can send them emails and let them improve on the part of their website that is responsible for sending their emails into the spam box. So now that I've mentioned these 3 things as the 3 main things that people might not like about Mr. Insta, and I myself I didn't really like, I'm now going to go ahead and talk about other things, because I've talked about the pros, the cons now. There is nothing else to talk about here as far as the cons go, but if there is anything else that I see that I don't like, or more things that I like, I'm going to make an updated video to this one, and I'm going to upload it here and let you guys know. But for now that I've talked about the pros and the cons, we're now going to go ahead and talk about the results. And this is the part of the video where I would get to show you guys the Instagram account, where it was before I started using Mr. Insta, and where it is right now. So I tested Mr. Insta on a brand new Instagram account, because like I told you guys, a lot of these Instagram growth softwares out there are going to get your account deleted. So what I do is, whenever I want to test a new one, I create a new account so that if it gets deleted, I really have nothing to lose, right? So I created a brand new account, and this account is in the tech niche. So what I did was I constantly repost reels, this type of cool technology videos. They seem to go viral on Instagram. So I repost people's things, I tag them, and that is how I post on there. So as I was doing that, I paid for Mr. Insta. So I used the $97 a month plan. That was the one I used, because that is the one that gets you real followers. If you want to do the other ones, that means you're buying bot followers. This one is the real one that gets you real followers. So it's $97 per month. And the other plans, if you want to grow faster like a business, is the $117 plan. But I used the individual plan, which is $97. And that was the one that I used for these 4 months. And like I said, I just go into the account every day, I repost a couple of reels, and I leave, and I let Mr. Insta do the job. So the picture you're going to see on the screen right now is a picture of the Instagram account at right around about 33 followers. And that was where I started. So I started using Mr. Insta, and in the space of 4 months, it went from 33 followers to around about 44,000 followers, a little over 44,000, chasing 45,000 right now. I'm going to put it up on the screen right here so you can see the growth, right? This growth came from Instagram suggesting my account, and then people discovering my account based on the things that the guys from Mr. Insta were doing inside my account. So yes, Mr. Insta works. It's not a scam. All you have to understand is that they have 2 parts. The one where you get real followers, that's the one where you pay for a monthly service, and the one where you can buy fake followers. So that's a part of the site for people who want just things like likes, bots, comments, and all. But if you want the real one, that's the $97 plan and the $117 plan. So you choose the $97 one if you're an individual, the $117 one if you're a business, and that is how it works. So it works, it's legit, and I recommend it. But like I said, if you want to save yourself some money out of that $97, you can check if you can get a discount. Link is going to be down below in the description, first link. I'm going to see you guys around. If you have any questions, ask me. If you feel like the video was helpful, leave me a like on here. And yes, I'm going to see you around. Peace out.